Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, scrolling through your phone, talking to friends, ordering coffee, and realizing that no one, absolutely no one, could tell a lie anymore. Not even little white lies. No sugarcoating, no polite fibs, no sneaky exaggerations. Just pure, brutal, unfiltered honesty, 24/7. Sounds like it could be refreshing, or maybe a complete disaster. So, let's dive into this crazy alternate reality and see what life would be like if lying simply stopped being possible forever. First things first, relationships would instantly flip upside down. That classic, "Does this outfit look good on me?" question? You better brace yourself, because you're going to get the most honest answer, whether you like it or not. Compliments would be rare, but incredibly meaningful when they actually came. Breakups would be quick, clean, and painfully honest. "I'm breaking up with you because I think you chew too loudly and you never finish your Netflix shows." Brutal, right? Friendships would either grow stronger with this newfound openness, or crumble under the weight of every annoying truth we usually hide to keep the peace. Dating apps? Total chaos. Bios would be like, "I'm emotionally unavailable, I snore loudly, and I still text my ex sometimes." At least you'd know exactly what you're signing up for. The business world would also be flipped on its head. Imagine car salesmen unable to talk up a lemon of a car, or politicians being forced to answer every question with complete, raw honesty. Election debates would be way shorter. "Yeah, I kinda just want the power and fame," instead of flowery speeches. Advertising would become hilarious. Billboards would say stuff like, "Our burger looks nothing like the photo, but it's still pretty good," or "Our phone battery sucks after a year, but you'll buy it anyway." Brands that are actually good would thrive because no one could fake it anymore, and scams would basically vanish overnight. That alone might be worth the price of eternal honesty. Now, education would see a revolution too. Students could never pretend they did the homework when they didn't. Teachers couldn't sugarcoat a bad grade. Parents couldn't say, "It's okay, sweetie, everyone's a winner," when clearly their kid finished last. It would be tough love all around, but maybe, just maybe, it would make people tougher and more genuine. And imagine history classes. No more glossed over versions of the past. Kids would learn all the messy, complicated, uncomfortable truths right from the start. Our understanding of the world would probably get a lot deeper, faster. On a bigger scale, world governments and international relations would change forever. Countries couldn't bluff about their military strength, hide secret deals, or deny shady activities. Diplomacy would be tricky at first. Imagine a world summit where leaders are openly saying, "Yeah, we're only pretending to be allies until it's convenient to backstab you." But eventually, it might lead to a more peaceful world, because with no lies, trust could actually be built on solid ground rather than layers of deception. Wars might even decrease over time, because it's way harder to rally people to a cause when you can't exaggerate the threats or stir up fake fear. Of course, there would be hilarious everyday consequences too. Birthday surprises? Ruined. You'd walk into a room, and your best friend would accidentally blurt out, "We were supposed to surprise you but you came too early." Magic shows? Dead industry. No magician could claim they made a coin disappear, because they'd have to admit it's just a trick. Movie trailers couldn't hype bad films anymore, and every restaurant review would be a straight up, "The food was cold, the service was slow, but the breadsticks were bomb." Brutal but helpful. Emotionally, it would be a rough adjustment. Many of us are used to telling tiny, harmless lies every day. "I'm fine, I love your cooking, you look great." Without them, feelings would get hurt a lot more often. But maybe after the shock faded, people would start appreciating honesty more than politeness. Friendships would be realer. Love would be deeper. Careers would be built on actual skills and effort instead of bluffing. Sure, life would be rough around the edges, but it would also be undeniably, unapologetically real. In the end, if no one could lie ever again, it would be a messy, chaotic, awkward, beautiful world. A world where trust actually means something, where words carry real weight, and where you always know where you stand, for better or worse. So the next time you tell a tiny fib to spare someone's feelings, imagine a world where that's just not an option. Would you miss the little lies? Or would you embrace the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it gets? Let's get real in the comments. Would you want to live in a world without lies? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more wild what-if adventures here at What If Factory. Until next time, stay honest, or at least try to.